Well, hello everyone. It's your man Cowboy Star coming back at you. That's right. We are talking about the Dallas Cowboys. Well, folks, hope you got to get a glimpse today of the eclipse. Where I live, there is no. It wasn't visible, but I did look on TV, and there's a lot of places where it is. Hopefully, y'all got to see it. That's a pretty cool thing. But today we're here. We're not here to talk about the eclipse. We're here to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. If there's anything to talk about, because this has been the most uneventful off season that I can remember that the Cowboys have had in quite a long time. Uh, in this season of what we predict might happen in the NFL, the Cowboys have literally signed one free agent, a linebacker, a free agent. That's all we've signed. And we've let quite a few go. Quite a few. Mainly to the Redskins. Not the Redskins, I'm sorry, the Commanders. It's just mind boggling what the Cowboys are doing. It's almost like they want McCarthy and Dak to fail. They want to prove themselves. We're not giving you any help. Only the draft is what you're going to get. We've gotten 12 wins with pretty much the team we have now, and you're just on your own. You're not going to get any help from us. We're not going to go trade for any top free agents and spend a whole lot of money. Now, there's a lot of opinions out there that are floating around, YouTubers as well as the media, the national media, about some things that the Cowboys are mulling over and things that might happen that we don't know for sure will. We do know that the Cowboys have not signed, as of now, have not signed Dak to a new deal, that's what's raising all these questions that I'm fixing to go over with you. That's really why the main reason I haven't been on here and made a whole lot of videos, because it's all the opinion season right now going on. Everybody's got one. But let's see, there's the notion out there that the Patriots are trying to trade with the Cowboys to get Dak Prescott. I hadn't heard anything about that until the other day. But I did hear about this other trade I'm fixing to talk about, but that's a new one on me. Now, why would Dak Prescott, number one, want to go play in a cold New England? And they don't have a very good team right now. They're rebuilding. I don't think Dak would go for that. So that one I'm going to chalk up to just talk. But this next trade that's floating around out there is a pre-draft trade that would involve the Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders for Dak Prescott. A trade that would send Dak to the Las Vegas Raiders. And let's see, the Cowboys haven't made any moves to sign him. The Cowboys would get Aiden O'Connell, their current quarterback, in exchange for they get Dak, and they'd get Aiden O'Connell, the Raiders' first and second round pick, and their fourth round pick in 2024, and they would also get Vegas' third round pick in 25, and a second rounder in 2026. That sounds like Jimmy Johnson talking there. Remember when he sold the Herschel Walker trade to Minnesota and never planned on keeping any of those players? He got unconditional draft picks for them. He traded them off and got conditional draft picks after he traded them for Herschel Walker. Of course, the rules have changed. You can't do that anymore. But if the Cowboys could get that trade, hey, I think I'd be all for that. That's a lot. That's a big haul there for Dak Prescott. Dak's no spring chicken anymore. He's played 7 years. He's in his 8th year. And I've seen Aiden O'Connell. He's not bad. He's a decent player, and they could have a fight in training camp uh, between him and Trey Lance to see who could win the battle there and quarterback the Cowboys. I mean, if the Cowboys aren't going to make it to Super Bowl with Dak, they may as well get a low price quarterback in there that's decent. And there's some out there, that they don't have to pay 55 or 60 million for a quarterback and cripple the team. And that's exactly what the Cowboys are going to do by the time they sign uh, Micah, CD, and Dak. That's going to be almost all the salary cap. They ain't going to have no money to get any good players. So if they're wanting to make it to the Super Bowl, this may not be a bad trade. I kind of find it hard to believe that the Raiders would give that much up for Dak, but maybe they will. Maybe they would do that. Remains to be seen. There's stranger things have happened. There's also the notion out there that if Dak gets traded pre-draft, he may not be the only one that's going to get traded. They may try to get some more draft capital by trading CeeDee Lamb, and the rumor has it that the Pittsburgh Steelers would be the landing spot for him. Now, wouldn't that be something? That'd be even more draft picks the Cowboys could get in that next 2025 draft, and maybe even get some picks this year if it was pre-draft. Who knows? That's another opinion thought out there that everybody's circulating. I got one more. A reunion with Zeke Elliott. That's right. Zeke Elliott back to the Cowboys after 1 year away with the New England Patriots. Would Jerry do that? What y'all think? They don't have a running back right now except Rico Dowdle. They just re-signed Rico Dowdle. Of course, we got Deuce Vaughn. He's a midget back there. I don't think he could be the full-time back. But would the Cowboys bring Zeke Elliott back for the right money? Now, if Zeke wants to come back and just retire with the Cowboys, he's 29 years old, I think. He may come back for $1 million or $2 million. I don't see a problem bringing him back if he comes back for a low price. I mean, if he came back for no more than $3 million, like I said, I would not have a problem with it. If nothing else, he could be a third down blocking back, good back, and he might get you a few yards here and there on the goal line. He's good on the goal line. He's got a little power. He sure doesn't have any speed, that's much speed anymore. But as far as a bell cow back, no. Now some people are saying, well, you got Rico Dowdle, who's got a little scat to him, and then you have Zeke. If you bring Zeke back and then draft a real good running back, hey, that may not be a bad idea either. If the Cowboys aren't all in, like Jerry Jones said the first beginning of the year, after we got annihilated by Green Bay, he wanted to say something to get all the fans back on board. And he said they were going to be all in, and they've been anything but all in this offseason. They've done nothing to help Dak Prescott in this 2024 season. And unless they just make one hell of a draft this year and luck out and get some, really good draft picks, I don't see it happening this year either. But it's the opinion season right now, folks. Everybody's got one. Everybody's got an opinion. And that's just what all these scenarios are that I just painted for you. It's just an opinion that people have floating out there. In reality, it could all come back down to the Cowboys actually re-signing Dak, and all this never happened. Or is never going to happen. So, That's the reason I don't get on here and make 100 videos about, oh, the Cowboys are going to do this, the Cowboys are going to do that. The way I present it is what's others are saying. It's the opinions that are going on out there. And who knows? They may be right. They may be 100% right, and it may happen. It remains to be seen. All we can do is wait. And right now, that's what we're doing. We're just waiting until the season kicks off and the draft kicks off in a couple of weeks. Then we'll know. If Dak is still with the Cowboys after the draft, my opinion, they're going to re-sign him. So, it ought to be interesting, folks. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate all of those who have. And like I said, only the Cowboys. You can't sleep on them, folks. There's always something going on with the Dallas Cowboys. That's one reason I chose to create a Dallas Cowboy YouTube channel, because you never run out of content to talk about with the Cowboys, especially as long as Jerry Jones is the owner. He's a master manipulator when it comes to advertising and marketing. He's a genius. He knows what strings to pull. He knows what things to say and to leak out there that's going to get everybody talking about the Cowboys. And that's what he wants. He wants to make that money, and he wants people to talk about the Cowboys. He ain't worried about winning the Super Bowl. He's a billionaire. He don't care. He's got his money. And as sooner the Cowboys fans realize all this and stop buying memorabilia and cowboy gear and tickets and all this mess, then maybe he'd start doing something and actually trading for some good players to get us to the Super Bowl. It's frustrating, folks. It really is. But if you're a Cowboy fan, I've been a Cowboy fan all my life, I'm not going to jump ship now. With that being said, if anything breaks by chance, I doubt it will as far as trades go right now, I'll be on here to report it to you. You all have a great one. We'll catch you next time. I'm out.